Welcome the students of class 8. Welcome to our social science history class, and today in this class we're going to discuss another subunit from your chapter 5, that is through the eyes of the people. So it is in page number 53, our new subunit, and previous classes we have discussed the reason of the Sepoy Mutiny. Now today we'll listen some real life account of some eyewitness of the Sepoy Mutiny who tell in their book, who described the story how mutiny started spreading all over the North India or and in the subcontinent in their account. Okay, so the first one, it is the Bishnu Bhatt Godse, a Brahmin from Maharashtra, a village from Maharashtra. He went to Mathura with his uncle for participating in a yajna. Okay, and what happened? Bishnu Bhatt writes that when they met some sepoys on the way who told them that they should not proceed and the journey because a massive upheaval, means uprising, was going to break out in 3 days in their Mathura and northern India. Okay, so all these things were written in the book Majha Prabhas. It is in Marathi language, written in Marathi language. So what the three sepoys told them, let's read. Said the English were determined to wipe out the religions of the Hindus and the Muslims, and they had made a list of 84 rules and announced this in a gathering of all big kings and princes in Calcutta, because Calcutta at the time the capital of British India. They said that the kings refused to accept these rules and wanted the English of dire consequences and massive upheaval if these 84 rules were implemented. So that's the kings all returned to their capitals in great anger after that, and all the big people began making plans against the British. A date was fixed for the war of religion, and the secret plan had been circulated from the cantonment in Meerut by letters sent to different cantonments. And what is cantonment? Cantonment actually a military town. You have read about the garrison towns in your class 7. Okay, it is also a cantonment. So different cantonments today also present in independent India, controlled by Indian Army, such as the Ambala cantonment, the Lucknow cantonment, Damdam cantonment in Bengal, okay, Lucknow in UP, and Ambala Punjab, and there are a lot of cantonments are there. Okay, so in this way the sepoys spreading the messages from different parts of the country in this way, described by the Bishnu Bhatt Godse. Another account is given in your book, that is, there was soon excitement in every regiment, in this heading, and this account is written by Subadar Sitaram Pandey. Subadar Sitaram Pandey, actually a sepoy, worked in sepoy army as a sepoy in the British Army for 48 years. He joined in the army in 1812 and retired in 1860 as a Subadar. He helped the British to suppress the movement, okay, and the rebellion, Sepoy Mutiny. So that's why as a reward he got promotion, and he promoted to Subadar, and he wrote an account on the inspiration of his superior officer Norgate. So superior officer Norgate inspired Sitaram Pandey to write an account of the Sepoy Mutiny, and as well as an autobiography. So in that autobiography, also translated by his superior Norgate in English. It was written in Awadhi language, the mother tongue of Sitaram Pandey. So what was there in the account? So I wanted to tell you the little bit about the Sitaram Pandey, that he helped the British to suppress the rebellion through though his own son was a rebel and was killed by the British in front of his eyes. Okay, So on retirement, he was persuaded by his commanding officer Norgate to write his memories, and he completed the writing in 1861 in Awadhi language, and Norgate, the superior commanding officer, translated that book into English, and it is named from Sepoy to Subedar. Name them Sepoy to Subedar. So here it is an excerpt or the gist of the content written by Sitaram Pandey here. That as per Sitaram Pandey, in my humble opinion, that the seizing of Awadh filled the minds of the Sepoys with distrust and led them to plot against the government. When the British government, they captured the Awadh and for in lieu of misgovernance, then what happened? The agents of the Nawab of Awadh and also the King of Delhi. King of Delhi means the Mughal Emperor Bahadur Shah Zafar. He also dethroned at the time, and his power was limited. So they both of them sent some agents or some people all over the India to discover the temper of the people, as well as the temper of the army. They worked upon the feelings of Sepoys, telling them how treacherously the foreigners had behaved towards their king, and they invented 10,000 lies and promises to persuade the soldiers to mutiny and turned against their masters, the English. So with the subject of restoring the empire of Delhi to the throne, and all the kings, those who were suffered by the British by various policies, they always wanted to teach a lesson to the British and wanted to establish the Mughal Emperor Bahadur Shah Zafar as a Mughal Emperor of India again, because except Mughal Emperor, nobody was there after the decline of Marathas to represent India or the entire subcontinent, okay, on behalf of them. So they maintained that this was wholly within the army's powers if the soldiers would only act together and do as they were advised. So it chanced that about this time the Sarkar sent parties of men and from each regiment to different garrisons for instructions in the use of new rifle. At the time a new rifle was introduced, that is Enfield rifle, and it was said that these men, the cartridges used in these rifles were greased with the fat of cows and pigs. And the man from our regiment wrote to others in the regiment telling them about this, and there was soon excitement in every regiment. Why? Because people at the time, cow and pig, and cow is a very sacred animal for the Hindus. They never ate beef. Okay, most of the cases at the time also, when the society was very much conservative, and as well as the people, most of the Sepoys, they belong to the villages, okay, where education is very less, okay. So that's why they become very much furious. The British try to destroy their religion, okay, by providing them the fat of, by coating the cartridges with the fat of cow. On the other hand, the Mohammedans, they also become furious because it was the pig's meat or the fat of the pig. It is also very hated thing in their religions. Okay, so they also thought if we tear with our teeth the cover of the cartridges, then our religions also destroyed. Then both the religions, both the people from the Hindus and Muslims, they also very much angry on the British, that and thought that it was a conspiracy of the British to destroy their religion. So they become very much excited, and there was soon excitement in every regiment. Some men pointed out that in 40 years service, nothing had even been done by the Sarkar to insult their religion. Some of them, they told that we served here 40 years, but the government though tried to destroy our religion. But as I have already mentioned, the Sepoys' minds had been inflamed by the seizure of Awadh already. So interested parties were quick to the point out of the great aim of the Brit English was to turn us all into Christians. And they had therefore introduced the cartridge in order to bring this about, since both Mohammedans and Hindus would be defiled by using it. So this type of messages spread by those agents of the Nawab and Mughal Emperor, and sepoys also spread this type of messages from one cantonment to another cantonment. And the Colonel Sahib and Sitaram Pandey also said that Colonel Sahib was the opinion that the excitement which even he could not fail to see would pass off as it had done before, and he recommended me to go to my home. So the Colonel Sahib means the colonel of his regiment understood that there will be some problem, there would be some great thing happen. Okay, so that's why he instructed the Sitaram Pandey to go to his home. Okay. Okay, students, so another thing I want to share with you, that at the time they also shared the messages, okay, that we have to, which date they had to united and also attacked their superior officers. And this message, this type of messages also passed through the distribution of chapatis. Chapati is a foodstuff, a kind of roti. So chapatis were distributed in each cantonments, and through the chapatis they understood that they had to be united and fought against the British on a particular day. Okay, so messages also sent through the chapatis, distributing chapatis. So this type of incidents also happened just before the Sepoy Mutiny. Okay, students, so that's all from the accounts from the eyes of the people. Next class we're going to discuss a mutiny becomes a popular rebellion. How did the mutiny become a popular rebellion, and how did the British suppress it? So I hope you have understood. Thank you for watching. See you in the next class.